Did you hear about the guy that was in love with his dying tree? Well, it ended up falling for him too, right onto his house. Unlike him, relationships with trees never really seem to work out for me. And I think it's because I'm still in love with my axe. Today we're gonna go through 8 ways to tell if it's time to pull the plug on that old creaky tree in your yard and possibly keep your house from becoming a very expensive pancake. Just like the morning after a long night out in college, you're going to want to be extra vigilant for possible signs of disease, such as discolored or wilting foliage, fungus on the trunk or roots of the tree, and bark that is cracked or peeling. These could be the signs of a variety of tree diseases that are common to Michigan, such as oak wilt, Dutch elm disease, root rot, tree cankers, and many more. Now your 1-inch special healing crystals that flow out the negative energy might not work on this one. So if you suspect a disease, we recommend that you consult with a certified arborist that can recommend the proper treatments. Next up on the list are possible pest infestations. If the surface of your tree or its foliage is being littered with holes and starting to look like the average sedan in Detroit, you might have a pest infestation. Several pests common to the area include emerald ash borer, gypsy moth, and the Japanese beetle. Dead branches are another way to tell if your tree has severe health issues. Dead branches can become a nesting ground for unwanted pests that can cause harm or affect the rest of your tree, much like a teenager's bedroom in your home. While trimming back dead branches is an option, many find that removal of the entire tree is a more cost-effective option. Just like that deck your dad built for your family that was totally safe and supposed to bend like that, structural issues can be another major reason to have a tree removed from your property. Issues such as splitting stems or cavities can have a variety of causes, such as improper pruning, pests or diseases, extreme weather conditions, or just natural aging. When Michael Jackson does his lean, it is cool and smooth, but when your tree does it, it makes people question its stability. Also like Michael Jackson. Tree lean can be an indication that your tree's root system has been damaged or weakened in some way. Now, common reasons for sudden tree lean may include soil erosion due to heavy rain or flooding, construction or excavation work, vehicle damage from parking on the root zone, or poor drainage or soil compaction. Now, if you've ever had to fart in an elevator, you know that crowds can get uncomfortable very fast, and your trees feel the same. Crowded trees compete for resources such as sunlight, water, and nutrients from the soil, often resulting in weaker growth. If you have multiple trees that are crowding each other out, consider removing a couple of them to give the others more space and resources. Proximity to buildings can also be an issue, like when my ex enters within 300 yards of my house. Trees that grow too close to buildings can cause damage due to roots pushing up foundations or branches scraping the exterior. This is especially true in areas that are prone to flooding or heavy rains, as water can loosen up the soil and make it easier for tree roots to penetrate foundations. And lastly, there's storm damage. When you make a bad wind, you might only ruin your first kiss. But when a storm does it, it could cause severe damage to a tree, making it a hazard for people and buildings in the area. After a storm passes through, be sure to check your trees for large, loose, or hanging limbs and cracks in the stems. In some cases, a damaged tree may need to be removed to prevent potential harm or injury. And there it is, 8 ways to tell if it's time for your tree to get out of town. If only there was a way to do that for your Beanie Baby collection in the basement. That was going to be worth so much. As always, if you ever need professional service on your trees, be sure to contact us here at Treefish to schedule your free estimate. We'll all look forward to hearing from you soon.